So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6.
54, right there. 54.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
91.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Wow,
Protein spill. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke will get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Locke gets this to Hamilton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 42 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Brady now on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, ball 66.
Here's Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Down. 30 base.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now.
I'm waiting. Hey, Mike.
On third and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Edelman set to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Ricky. He's coming.
Sugar.
Switch.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Wait, 20.
You.
Jack it, reload.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, 66.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Alert flare.
Goal 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Mike 72. Mike 47. Here we go. Switch. Watch the air.
Alpha.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Hold 50.
Hey, Alabama.
To throw on third down, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise Jr. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Open man, here's Foster.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Go.
I got him. That's me. Mike 51.
Snap.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, watch this.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Lawrence Guy able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Wide. Get wide.
Both sevens to Mike.
We got to get the ball. Let's go on. No, 66.
47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check.
To throw again. Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Fresno.
47's the Mike. 47. That's what I do. 47 Mike.
And the blitz does come. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha.
Let's go, D. You go tight.
72.
You got tight right there.
49. Check 49. Check 380. Hit. They hit.
On second and 11 now. Brady. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Von Miller coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Wait, that's 53.
In your face.
Set. Alert.
Tight go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Don't get nervous.
47's the mic, boy. 47.
Alert.
47. Hey, let's get this.
Wait, we hit.
Mike's 47. Mike.
On third down, Brady. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
60 yours. Five. Go.
Throwing on second down. Lock. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Gostkowski, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On three. Motion.
Both sevens to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
47's the Mike. Check, 47. And I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Ready.
Lock now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Lock going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll go again to Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Third and inches.
Wait, 20.
Mike, 47. I'm not ready.
Hey, check it.
On third down, here's Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.